In this example, we are going to go over creating a credit memo and the 3 different ways to apply a credit memo to an invoice within QuickBooks. For this example, I'm using QuickBooks Premier Accountant Edition 2010, so if you're using a different version, your screens may look slightly different. The first step is going to be to create our credit memo, and that is done by selecting the refunds and credit icon from the home screen. Now, as you can see, I've already started entering the credit memo. One important thing to note is I have used as my credit number the original invoice number followed by a C. So now that we have created the credit memo, we can save this, and the credit memo will pop up as, what do you want to do with this credit memo? Do you want to retain it as an available credit, issue a refund to the customer, or apply to an invoice? For this example, we're going to retain it as an available credit, but from this screen also you could go ahead and apply this directly to an invoice within the same step. So we're going to select OK. And I'm going to go back to the credit memo that we just created and take a look at the behind the scenes transaction on this. And here you'll see that our sales is being debited, our accounts receivable is being credited, the inventory is being debited, the cost of goods sold account is being credited. For the lens portion of the sale that's being returned, the sales account is being debited, the inventory asset is being debited, the cost of goods sold account is being credited, and you'll see our restocking fee under sales discounts is being credited for the $310.90, which is the 10% restocking fee. And also our sales tax payable account is being debited to the $256.49 for this transaction. So from here, we're going to go ahead and go back to our credit memo. And this is one of the screens where we can directly apply the credit memo to an invoice from here. There's 3 ways within QuickBooks to apply credit memos, and one of those is directly from the credit memo, and the next 2 are going to be the receive payments window, and you can also apply it directly from an invoice. So in order to apply it from the credit memo, we're going to select the Use Credit To drop-down at the top and apply to invoice. So when we select that, our original invoice will come up, and we'll just want to check that box and select Done. But I'm going to go ahead and leave the credit memo open so we can apply it in other examples. So we're going to go ahead and close out of our credit memo, and you'll see here I have the Open Windows box selected on the side to ease us in navigation. And if you don't remember how to do that, that is going to be under View and Open Windows List. The next way that we're going to apply the credit memo is through the Receive Payments window. So we're going to select Receive Payments and select our customer at the top. And we're going to select the original invoice and click our Discount and Credit button at the bottom. And here you'll see our credit memo displays, and that is automatically selected. So we're going to go ahead and click Done here. And here you'll see that our credit has been applied and that we're not receiving a payment. So here to record this, we would click Save and Close, but we're going to go ahead and leave this credit memo open again so we can use it in the other example. The final way to apply a credit memo within QuickBooks is directly from the invoice. To do that, we're going to go to the Create Invoices button on the home screen, and we're going to search for the original invoice. In order to do that, we're going to click the Find button on the top toolbar, and we're going to enter the invoice number. So here you'll see that we brought up the original invoice for the credit memo. And in order to apply the credit to the invoice, we will click the Apply Credits button on the invoice. And here you'll see that our credit that we have entered will show up here. And in order to apply that, we'll click Done. So here you'll see that since we've actually applied this invoice, since it's our final example, you'll see that our balance due is the $310.90, which that is the 10% restocking fee that the company charges. So in order to record this invoice now with the credit applied, we're going to select Save and Close. And that details the 3 ways to apply a credit memo within QuickBooks.